Hi, and welcome to Living My Faith. I'm James Fenimore, and Living My Faith is a show where we highlight people that are really out there living for the kingdom. Today, we have two special guests for you, Bulinda Wright and Danny Neugebauer. Guys, how you doing?
Hi.
Hey, very well. Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really excited to talk to you both. So, Danny, I'm sorry. We start with the ladies on this show. Belinda, I have one simple
Yes.
question for you. How are you living your faith?
Oh, wow. Releasing control. Just trusting God no matter what the situation looks like. I was a person years ago, I had to know everything. I had to know what's going on, what's happening, what do I need to do? And that can just rack your nerves. I have learned how to release the fear, release control, and just trust God no matter what it looks like, because in the end, we all know that God is in control. So, what is the worry about? What are you going to, why are you worrying about the outcome when you know that God is on your side? So, it has given me more peace. It has given me more joy. It has just changed my whole attitude, just releasing bitterness and anger from past hurt, where I'm now able to really experience joy. So, yes, just releasing control, trusting God, knowing that He's in control. I give it to Him.
That's beautiful, Belinda.
Amen.
Thank you so much for sharing that. All right,
Yes.
Danny, you got no excuse. You better have an answer ready. You know what's coming.
That's right.
How are you living your faith, Danny?
Yeah, well, I certainly fall short in most days, but doing my best to strive and really just obey the commands of God. And have a super unique opportunity to do that through the travel industry. So I get to actually work for a luxury safari lodge that is owned by a faith-based Bible training organization. So, essentially it's a kingdom engine, that just gets to fund our Great Commission efforts. And so just such a great opportunity that we have. And, Paul made tents to fund the kingdom, and I get to sell tents to fund the kingdom. So it's just a super unique opportunity that we get to have. And I don't take it for granted. But, it's really just an avenue to really fund the Great Commission and really seek to live that out in our lifetime. So what a cool opportunity, and it's just so grateful to get to share it, in an opportunity like this.
Danny, can you expand a little bit about so it's safaris that you mentioned, right? Uh,
Yep.
Now, when you go on these safaris, is it just all about the safari, or do you do anything and incorporate like Bible studies and Christ, or is it just all right, go on vacation and you'll pray because there's lions around the corner. So even if you're not a believer, you're probably going to pray.
Yeah, that's a great question. Well, our Safari Lodge exists in the marketplace. So, anyone can go to Hippo Lakes and book a trip with us. But on that same reserve, we also have the Teach Every Nation training campus. And so that is where, that's where the pastors and leaders from over the world are trained. And so most of our guests that are just coming to Hippo Lakes for vacation, they're coming for that reason and that reason alone. But what's interesting is we'll have some guests that will see the Teach Every Nation branding, throughout the Safari Lodge, and then they'll ask questions, they'll get excited, they'll want to meet with pastors when they're there. So for the majority, it's just those that are coming on vacation. But we do have some that come for the inclusion of both.
That's amazing. I like to call that intentional presence. You don't
Yeah.
you're not banging somebody over the head with it, but your presence is there, and God is there, and if they want it, it's right there for them. So that's really beautiful. Thank you for sharing that, Danny. Belinda, I know you have a podcast that I would love to ask you about. Can you speak to that a little bit?
Yes, absolutely. It's called the Christ Centered Single Podcast. It's a podcast for women that are looking to grow a deeper relationship with the Lord, looking to find their purpose, healing. I speak on a number of different topics. I do have guests on at times, but right now I'm going through a Bible study series, and I'm touching on topics such as healing, women in leadership, purpose, and on finances. I'm touching on a number of different things because we as women, it's just time to rise up, to put the fear out of the way, and to walk and step into your calling and your purpose. So I'm very passionate about what I do. And not only that, I'm also a speaker. And I also, me and another coach, we just started also another program called um, Sisters Restored. And that's going to be on May the 22nd. We have a meet and greet for that. But the podcast is amazing right now. I'm reaching so many different areas around the world, and I'm so grateful. I'm actually a little over 4 years now with my podcast, and I'm just so grateful that God assigned me to do this. I love what I do.
And you're very qualified to host this podcast because you are a coach and you do help
Yes,
people one-on-one too. So, think about
yes.
that, guys. Free podcast to get a coach's perspective on things. Not a bad
Amen.
coaching's
That's right.
expensive. All right.
Yes,
Now I want to clarify May 22nd, the meet and greet, that is virtual. So anybody could join, correct?
yes, that's correct.
Beautiful.
Yes,
So no matter where you're watching, look at that. You got a whole virtual meet and greet, and you get to meet Coach Belinda
yes.
from wherever you are in the world. You could be on one of Danny's safaris, and it
Amen.
might be a weird time of night. You might hear some weird noise in the background, Belinda, but don't worry about it. It's just somebody that saw what Danny's got going on with the One
Yes,
Nation, and now they want to grow closer to God.
yes.
Guys, I can't thank you enough for joining me today. It has been such a treat. I want you to know all your information is going to be right below this video. So if they want to reach out for a safari, Danny or Belinda, your podcast or coaching with you, that's all going to be right under here. So just rest assured, go guys, go on a safari. And while you're there, listen to Belinda's podcast. All right. Thank you so much
Amen.
for joining me, guys.
Thank you.
For Belinda and Danny, I'm James Fenimore. This has been Living My Faith. Can't wait to see you next time.